fresher than you. I'm fresher than you. Fresher than you. Oh.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Finally, really quick run through on why it took me so long. Did a video, finally, got everything all set, put it on my laptop, edited the entire video. All I had to do was my voiceover, and it crashed. Completely keep crashing every time I try to do my voiceover. It would get about 2 minutes in, crash the app. 2 minutes in, and it wouldn't save it. So it's not like I could pick up where I left off. Completely frustrating. And then I wanted to do another video. Then I got stupid sick. I'm talking about like all week. Sunday, still just barely getting my voice back. Sound 10 times better than what I did yesterday. Taking all kinds of medications just to get better. Finally, I've been feeling a whole hell of a lot better, which is why I've been able to actually bring you guys this video. Thank you, God. So I'm bringing you guys a contour and brow video. This is pretty much like my everyday kind of contour with foundation, and then pretty much my all-day, everyday, glam, simple, neutral, natural brow that I wear all the time. Really simple, really short. Bear with me. I'm dying to get you guys more videos. If there's any particular looks you guys want to see, just comment down below. Check me out on Instagram. I will link it down below. If you see any looks on there that you want to see on here as well, just comment it, tell me. I'll do it. I'll get these videos out to you guys. I'm sorry that it's taken so long already. So yeah, if you guys are interested in a brow and contour, just keep watching and I'll see you guys at the end. So I use two products. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in Taupe, and I use the Brow Genius powder in medium brown. I use the taupe to outline my brow, and then I use the Brow Genius to set the brow. There's areas in my eyebrow that there's basically no hair, which is this area here. So with the Dipbrow, it just kind of just sits on there. So I need something to actually set it so that it doesn't move. So what I like to do, this is just habit that I've ever since I started filling in my brows, is I start from the end and work my way in, and then I start on the same side at the end and work towards the front, and then try to get my brows as even as possible. As I start working the brow, I'll take the Ardell Brow Sculpting Gel and push this through. This doesn't exactly keep them in place that much, but it does help them move them out the way as I'm working on the brow, so that I could really fill in on the bottom with what I need. And I'm using a really fine, not sure if you can see that, small angled brush, no brand, I'm sorry, I had this for so long, I couldn't even tell you where it was from, but any thin brow like this, thin brush like this will really help you get to the base of where the brow grows. I try and keep to the, as closest to where the brow grows as possible. I like my eyebrows to look as natural as possible. So, in a sense, I don't, like your lips overline my brows. Then if you ever mess up, like I did just there, just brush it out. Now when it comes to the point, I try and keep it as even as possible to this one. So it's like I have this imaginary line from here to here. So this is a little bit too low. That's the good thing about the dip brows. You can just smudge it away with your finger. Okay. Now this is where I use the most Dipbrow product. Like I said before, barely any hair here, so I actually have to fill in with the Dipbrow. So I'm just going to load up my brush, and then at the same time keeping in with what I currently have on this one and making it even with this one. So and then I'm just going to connect from here to here. Every time I do my brows, they always come out different, whether the arch is too forward on this one or too round on this one and this was more pointed. It's just whatever. The struggle to have some brows on fleek, right? Brow Genius, just pour some into the cap and then set this outer corner here. Now I tend to dye my hair a lot. That's why I have the taupe Dipbrow. My hair was lighter. I had the ombre going. And I recently went back to brown. And I haven't gotten around to picking up another Dipbrow. Not sure that I particularly want to. So I'm still using the taupe. And then the Brow Genius, which I've actually had from before my hair was darker, is medium brown. So I actually like the combination of the both. And not keeping them just that taupey color, and bringing some warmth into them. Okay. Now, when it comes to the front, I go back into feathering, but I do it from top down. I don't like just drawing a straight line across. Not particularly my style. So I'll just brush down on that and keep it as light as possible. Still running the spoolie end across it to soften it up a little bit. So now we're just going to go ahead and go into the foundation and the contour. So I'm going to be starting with the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer. I went to the drugstore to get the blue one, which I heard really good things about, and of course I didn't have it. So I picked this one up instead. Looking for something to really fill in my pores, which have been standing out a lot more recently. But for now, we'll see how this one goes. Maybe I won't even have to. So I'm just going to add this to this middle area here. I don't really have an issue with anything up here. It's just this where the pores are really starting to stand out underneath my foundation and my concealer. So I'm just going to let that sit for a second. So I'm going to go in with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I grabbed this. I was looking for the Becca Opal in the compact form, and I couldn't find that at the time that I grabbed this one. So I thought I could use this one as a highlight. I didn't really care for it. I don't care for the liquid form as a highlight. That's just personal preference. And I'm going to be using my Revlon Photo Ready foundation. I'm going to mix the two. I like the way the two look together. It kind of gives it like a glow. I think it's the good word I was looking for. I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to work that right into the skin. Just pat that in. I have dry skin, so the Becca really kind of just looks like my skin's really hydrated when it's not. I love it. Kind of been mixing it with my foundation more recently that I discovered to mix the both of them actually. I never used to. Now, I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro-longwear Concealer in NW20. I have about this much left. When I went and grabbed it, the guy at the counter was like, oh, are you trying to use it, you know, like that contour highlight thing? I was like, yeah. He suggested this one, and then I feel like it kind of just blends in with my skin. It highlights, but not as much as I want it to, which is fine because I still use it. Looking to actually try and go back and get a lighter one. Now, I am going a little bit overboard here. Like I said, my circles have been a little bit OD all week. Back with my beauty blender. I'm going to blend that in. Now, I have a question for all you makeup beauty lovers, vloggers. I do put my concealer right underneath my eyeliner, but I do find that throughout the day my eyeliner will tend to leak. Any suggestions? I do set my concealer as close to the liner as possible, but it still leaks on me and I can't figure out why. So if you guys have any suggestions, please comment below. I'd be more than willing to try whatever you guys suggest. Now I'm going to directly set that with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and the banana powder. I feel like setting it right afterwards, just to me personally, makes it look a little better than going in after you've done both eyes. Now I'm going to be using, well, I am using the e.l.f. blush brush, which is tapered like this, which is perfect for really getting under the eye. I've had this for so long. It's what I've been using. It's super soft to me, and it really helps getting into these corners. And I also realized that in one of Lustre Lux's videos, she's actually just started using this. So I'm super amped about that. So now that that's all set, we're going to go back in with the other eye. I'm actually going to take whatever's left over on the brush and go ahead and do my T-zone. Now you guys must have noticed that when I did my brows, I didn't take any concealer. I didn't take any concealer to them underneath or on top. Personal preference, honestly. I don't care for doing the whole defined concealer look. I like to just use my highlighter with my eyeshadow to define the bottom, and then whatever's left over from when I do my contour, whatever concealer is left over is what I use to kind of just define the top. But that's it. Like I said, I keep them as natural as possible, so I don't really like them to stand out too much. Gonna go back in with more concealer on the other eye. It's gonna go into that highlight area. And this is a Sigma Concealer F70 brush. Sorry, I know I'm like super late telling you I'm actually using. And then right in with the Beauty Blender. And then again right in with the powder. Now, I just caught myself in the corner here. My camera doesn't have a viewfinder, so I'm kind of using my vanity to see the back and make sure that I'm still in camera. Um, I know it looks like my lights are too bright. You probably can't really see what I'm doing as far as like the concealer. I'm sorry. My vanity has 15 lights, and I've taken out 8 bulbs, and it's still too bright. So I'm still in the middle of trying to figure out my lighting and what I need to do. I don't have any other room in our apartment to move somewhere else that would give me better lighting options, but so I kind of just have to make do. Maybe I have to take out more bulbs, I guess. So just setting everything here. I'm going to take whatever's left over, run that along the bottom. And then bring that in. Just to define the contour once we get to the contour part. So now I'm going to go in with my Sigma Large Angled Contour, the F40 brush. I really like this brush because of the way that it's shaped. So it really helps with putting on your contour. It kind of just follows this shape of your cheekbone. I don't have one, but you know. What I like to do is I'll take one color and use the entire brush, and then I'll take a darker color, which will be more along the bottom, and just put it toward the bottom half of the brush. So I'm going to take the contour kit. I'm going to take, I believe this is Java, and then this is Havana. So I'm going to take Java along the entire brush, and then Havana just on the end. And so I'm going to go ahead, do your little duck face, find your brow, your cheekbone, pretty much from here to the corner of your mouth. I start off soft toward the ear and then start blending. It really helps bringing that color from here up to here without having to go back in with 2 different colors. Just bang them out both at once. Now, this is just a basic, like, everyday kind of contour for me. If I want to do, like, full-on glam contour, I would use a cream foundation for that. If you guys actually want to see that look, just comment below and I will get to making one for you. Back in with the Java and Havana, and to the other side. Now, sometimes I like to go over it with the beauty blender with whatever's left over. If I feel like maybe it may have been too much, and then keep blending. That's probably the husband. Now I'm going to take a, right here, e.l.f. complexion brush, fluffy brush basically, and I'm just going to take the Java color and run that along here. Now I've tried this with the Sigma brush and I feel like it leaves a harsh line on the forehead. I feel like the fluffier brush kind of just spreads it out more evenly than the other one. But I will take this one again and then do underneath the chin. Now if I feel like I've lost a bit of my highlight on the forehead and then underneath the contour, I'll just go back in with the brush and that banana shade and go right underneath. Define it just a little bit. Same as the forehead. Now I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush. I got this off of a kit I had ordered on eBay. It's just a round tip like this. I'm going to take that same Java color and slightly contour my nose. I don't feel like I need a lot of contouring on the nose, seeing as I particularly have a small nose. But there's nothing wrong with defining, I guess, the brow bone just a little bit. So I'll just take a little bit and then blend that in. That's it. Now I'm going to take the holy grail of highlighters. I looked everywhere for this thing. I could not find it. I follow Amrezy on Instagram. I adore her. I sweat her so bad. It's ridiculous. Her highlights just be on point, and so I was on the search for Opal for Becca, like everybody else. It's completely sold out. I'm the type where if I want something, I have to go to the store and get it right then and there. I hate ordering stuff. And then my lovely friends actually got it for me as a Christmas gift. She gave it to me early, which I was so excited about. And it's just, I can't even. It's so amazing. It's super pigmented, so I feel like you have to be a little bit careful with it. Excuse me. Literally one tap and you have a bunch of product on the brush. So what I'll do is I'll take this angled brush, which makes it easier to kind of just plant on the top of your cheek like this, so angled. So I like to pat it on the highest point of your cheekbone, and then I'll blend it. And sadly, my camera's probably not picking this up, but it's just Oh, it's an amazing color. I want to go get a maybe lighter highlight. I think it's Moonlight, Moonshine, Moonstone, maybe? Moonstone. Moonstone sounds right. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in for you guys, see if you can see it. Probably not, but this here. Oh, it's so glowy. It's just, oh, I love it. Um, yeah, she got it for me as the early Christmas gift. That's all I used. I mean, I have other highlighters that work that are really pretty, but that's clearly my go-to highlight. Becca, hands down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked. Again, please like, subscribe, check me out on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Jeez.
I want some hood girls looking back at it, and a good girl in my tax bracket. Got a black card and let sex have it. These Chanel bags is a bad habit. I do balls, damn Mavericks. My Maybach.